What's up, movie nerds? It's your girl CC, and let's get candid about Sketch. Dudes, a horror movie in 2025 for kids? That is so unheard of. Truly, to get a PG movie that's actually genuinely a little freaky and definitely freaky for kids is wild. I have to say, I was a bit skeptical going into this movie, but honestly, I enjoyed it. It had serious indie movie vibes, and also the vibes of like old 80s movies. In a way, it reminded me of Jumanji, but like not the story, but in the way that it flowed and how the makers went about making this movie, filming it in junk, you know? Action! Hey, if you got some free time, I'd say this movie is a really good way to spend an evening. But that's just my initial review of the movie. Keep on watching to see the full review and whether or not you want to give this movie a shot. There will be spoilers in the reasons for the rating.
You have been warned.
And let's get this party started.
I mean, really, let's do this, mother!
First up is acting, and I give that an 8 out of 10. I'm actually pretty impressed with the kids and their acting abilities. I mean, first off, they're kids, and kids tend to not do as well as adults.
Those kids are everywhere we go.
And also, this script seemed like they were writing humor for adult mouths. This was very adult-coded humor, but the kids were really good, actually. I mean, if they didn't hit the beats right or said the words correctly, it wouldn't have been funny. It just would have been cringy.
Is that what I would have sounded like? Yeah. Yikes.
Also, the serious acting was good too. And obviously, the adults in this movie did very well. But I enjoyed what the kids brought to the table, and that's quite rare nowadays. Now, I do wish the two black children had more screen time. I think they could have been really funny if they were given the chance, but, you know, it's all good.
Hey, you're a funny kid, you know?
Next is the story and script, which I give a 7 out of 10. I liked this original story. And now I realize that you don't have to cram explanations down people's throats just for a story to be believable and fun. Sometimes the mystery is the best part of it. For instance, slight spoiler question, how did this pond come to be and where did it get its magical properties? I mean, we'll never know and that's okay. Slight spoiler over.
Boy, you had me worried there for a second.
Also, I enjoyed that the story was focused and localized. It high-key felt like a homemade film, but in the best possible way ever. I loved the heart, the vibes, and the creativeness that came from that.
It moved me, Bob.
It honestly felt that people were just allowed to be creative, and that we're finally allowing people to be creative in movies again, and not just doing things for the bottom line. The safe option. We definitely need more creative and original stories like this, and it would be good if we had more PG movies like this. You know, entertaining for both the adults and the kids.
That was pretty good.
Now for the details, which I give a 7 out of 10. The monsters and their aftermath was just very creative. Each monster was very unique in their design, but also the fact that one might have been created by chalk, or one might have been created by permanent marker, or one created by wax. You could see the difference, and that was very cool.
The attention to detail is excellent.
Also, the world felt like something that you could do in your very own backyard. Like, these sets felt so real and so lived in that, again, it felt like a homemade movie in like the best possible way. Nothing seemed like they had to pay through the nose for a specific location or a huge green screen room.
No kidding.
The fact that the details were so in place in the moment in this movie made it so that you didn't have to pay attention to like, would this actually be there? Or continuity, so that you could just sit back and enjoy the movie. And it was nice. Nothing was spectacular or grand. It just felt real.
That's all I ask for.
Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the full review. So here's your spoiler warning right now.
Spoiler alert.
And let's get into the reasons for the rating. This film was a PG fantasy comedy movie, and that's pretty spot on, so let's talk about that.
The gross stuff.
So there was a moment when the boy kid scrapes his hand by tumbling down a hill, so there's a bunch of dirt and grime in it that he has to wash off. That was a little gross in the sense that, you know, there was dirt and grime in a wound.
Language.
There were only 3 in this movie, 5 if you count the word hell, which is a little strange considering it's a PG movie, but, you know, we all saw Shrek, and there was kind of a good bit in that, and there was a lot of innuendos too, so, you know.
Well, I have to save my ass.
Anyway, the one S word and the 2 A words were both said by adults, so, you know, there's that.
Time for violence.
The only violence was that adults and kids were fighting big and freakish hand-drawn monsters. And some of them sustained minor damage, like the father had some cuts here and there, the kids had some cuts here and there. But it was all PG violence, so there's really nothing to be concerned about. Now, I will say the girl child was quite graphic in the retelling of what her monsters did or could do, but it all stems from a child's imagination and her going through some stuff, so she's just getting it all on page. It's just, you listen to those retellings and you're just a little concerned for her mental well-being, you know what I mean? But again, it didn't really cross the PG line.
You were this close to losing your
Now, I will say the film could get scary for kids or kind of unsettling for adults, and there were a few moments of jump scares. One so bad that it even jumped my mother, which in turn jumped me because she screamed so loudly and I just was not expecting it. So, maybe leave the tiny kids at home for this movie.
Good jump scare.
Overall, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. I actually enjoyed this movie. Yes, it was more comedic than scary, but I think that's exactly what it was going for. It wasn't exactly trying to scare the pants off of you. I mean, it is a PG kids movie, but it was doing something different and original, and that's what I really appreciate about it.
Nelson, have you got any papers?
Sure, there was some moments where it was a little scary or you had some trepidation, but all in all, it was just a really fun romp through the woods, killing kids' drawings that came to life.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
I think I liked it even more because it felt like something that you would see 15 or 20 years ago, but with polished graphics and videography. I mean, it actually felt like the filmmakers had fun and just wrote a story for the audience instead of the producers. I want more original indie stories like this where it doesn't have to cross every T or dot every I. I like natural movies where they're not forced to do things just because of ratings or money.
It's pure and uncut, straight from the cerebral cortex.
Could this film have been better? Sure, but it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, and it's honestly the best live-action PG kids movie that I've seen in a while. I mean, it certainly entertained the adults, and that's more than you can ask for nowadays. I mean, it did its job and then some.
Wrap that up and give it to a child on Christmas, because we're done.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts and comment what you want to see me review next. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that notification bell so you never miss a review like this. Click right here if you want to go see my most recent review. It's all about the Fantastic Four, and it's fantastic, if I must say. And if you click right here, you can see what my movie of the year is so far. And if you want to see my shorts or literally anything else, click right here to go straight to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and just remember, right here at Candid Cinema, it's okay to talk, it's okay to text, and I will CC you later. Bye!